The number one question I always get asked when telling people not to dropship on AliExpress and to use wholesale US dropshipping suppliers is, Tom, how do I find the US wholesale dropshipping suppliers? How do I go about it? Well, I have many videos on how to do so, but in this video, I'm gonna go over a slightly different technique than I've ever talked about before. So be sure to smash that like button because I do think that this one is pretty important to add to your repertoire. There's some, where you'll end up finding some popular suppliers that maybe a lot of other people have, even though they are wholesale, they might be semi-saturated, where I think with this technique, you will be able to find ones that probably nobody is using, maybe only the big box stores are using, and that's kind of what we're aiming for in this video. I think that this is a very powerful technique to add, and I found some pretty damn good suppliers with doing so. I'm not gonna say they are the best, most efficient with all the FTP feeds and everything like that, fancy suppliers, but they will be good suppliers to add to your repertoire. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to smash the like button. Be sure to hit the little bell notification to be notified of every single time I drop a video like this. Thank you, and I will see you inside my computer. All right, so here we are inside of my computer, and I may be giving away too much in this video, but just be sure to stay all the way to the end because I can guarantee you, you will get a lot out of this video. So unless you're inside of one of my trainings, then you might not have ever heard me talk about Webster on Store. It's a supplier I've been using for a while, but I am trying to get into more wholesale dropshipping suppliers. So here I am throwing it out there. Mentioned it like once or twice cryptically in a couple videos on YouTube, but it's been inside of all my courses for like 2 years now. So what are we doing on this website and how is this going to help us find wholesale dropshipping suppliers? I will explain. So first off, some websites have it. This doesn't matter if you're on Websterons, Walmart, Wayfair, anything like that. This is how you start. So you want to find on the website where you can find a list of their brands that they have. I don't know where to find it here, but I just Googled it and I found it. So here we are. We're going to start all the way at the top. Number one thing to note here is that they're going to give you a list of all of their brands. This is every single brand that they sell on their website. There's a ton of them. This is going to take some work to go through, but one thing you need to realize is Websterons started off at some point in time, with some amount of brands, and then they wanted to add more brands to their website. So they had to contact said brands and get deals with said brands, whether that brand is on its own, just one brand, or maybe it's owned by a larger company. You will find out when you get to their website. One thing also to note is that you want to make sure that you're not wasting your time on their private label brand. So Websterons has this brand, this brand, this brand, this brand. You'll learn over time, this brand. Why would you waste your time trying to get agreements with a private label brand of that supplier? That's not a wholesale agreement. That's literally just getting, it's a dead end most likely. That's like trying to say you want to sell Mainstays items from Walmart on your website or get a brand deal with them. They're not going to do it. It's their own private label brand. Maybe they will, but I have a high doubt that they will. So at this point in time, I would highly suggest hiring a virtual assistant and having them go through all these brands themselves. Have them start here and just work their way through, make a list in a spreadsheet, start one by one, highlight it. Then you want to search in Google. And at that point in time, you see Websterons pop up, but you want to get to the actual brand's website. So here we are, 3-in-1. It's cleaning supply, lubricant solution type thing, different oils, different things like that. You can see their products and then you see where to buy. We're also going to scroll down to the very bottom of the page, and I have real life examples of it here that sometimes they have become a dealer or become a distributor or sell our products or something like that. They don't really say that here, but we can scroll back up. And we're going to click on where to buy. At this point in time, it says with products, blah, 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 find solutions online, a select hardware improvement, automotive. All right, so we're gonna click where to buy again. And at this point in time, it's just pretty much suggesting to buy it at Walmart, Ace Hardware, Napa Auto, or anything like that. That's find online. We can click find nearby. It's really not getting us anywhere. You can also click on the contact page. Reason for contact, complement of product, question about product, problem with product, becoming a distributor. They'll have that here as well. You could do this. The likelihood that you're gonna hear back is probably pretty low. I suggest if you're going to do something like this, where it says become a distributor on their contact us page, you're going to wanna call them. Call them, say, hey, I have a website. Make sure you have an actual website set up. This is more legit. You're a wholesale dropshipper at this point in time. You have a Shopify store, you have something that looks semi-decent so that if they contact you, you make it so that it's semi in the niche possibly, or a general store, so that when you contact them, say, hey, this is my website, send me information here. I've done this with brands and I've gotten accepted with brands to buy FBA, to buy in bulk, to drop ship, everything like that. And I'm gonna show you a couple of them here, but I've always called unless they have a distinct become a dealer thing. So all you want to do is you want to go through and search these brands. These brands have an agreement with Webster Store. Why would they not have an agreement with someone else or someone else or someone else? And if you can prove to them or provide them enough information that they think that you are legitimate, or maybe they just have low standards of accepting somebody or lower than some large ones, then there's a chance that they will accept you. It's really just a numbers game and just getting good at talking to people on the phone, negotiating with them, talking the talk, talking business with them, shooting the shit, as they would say, becoming a personable human being. If you're afraid to pick up the phone, this game might not be for you. But there's other ways to do it. So I found Volrath is one that's on this list down there, pretty popular. Same thing, you can click on them. They got a ton of different items. They definitely private label some of their stuff to Websterons. They got a bunch here, dealers, suppliers, but you just click where to buy, or you can click dealers. So if you click where to buy, you're gonna end up on a page like this: local dealers, distributors, national dealers, distributors. Find your local dealer. You don't want a local one because you don't have a physical brick and mortar store. You want to find either a national dealer. Sometimes the online dealers will have a mixture of wholesale and not, but this one really doesn't. They suggest Webster store, they suggest Kadam restaurant, things like that. So that's not going to help us here. If you click on national dealers, Clark Associates is literally the bigger brand name of Webster store, but they got Kadam, they got some other ones, Trimark maybe, other things like that. You can contact them, try to get in contact with them, or you can try to find a sales representative. So for one of the suppliers, Winco, I got a sales representative and they got me in. Like, sometimes they'll outsource their onboarding of their clients. So they have like pretty much an intermediary company that will say, all right, we do the clients for Volrath, Winco, yada, yada, yada. And then they send your information over. You talk with that person, the sales rep, and then they kind of, figure out if you are the best fit for the system. There's different ways to go about this. Sometimes you're dealing strictly with the website, but if they're bigger, then you might not be dealing strictly with the website. So that's Volrath. We did 3 in 1. We found one, but what does it look like when you hit? Like I said, there's a lot here. There's probably thousands or many hundred, if not at least 1,000 or so brands here. You're gonna want a virtual assistant, or many going through this, or have a lot of time on your hands. Eventually you might come across something. So Benchmark USA actually did just get recently bought out by Winco, but as you can tell, they have some bigger items. They have items that are more like what I want to sell, big items that you're going to make a decent profit right off the bat. They're probably expensive. They're not selling small little one-offs, except for maybe like these concession food bags. Everything's going to be a decent profit. They look sturdy. They look like something that's not going to break on you. And why would you not try to contact them? So if you look here, looks like a regular website that you'd buy, same type of items off of. You can probably buy items off their website. So that's when all right, I'm gonna have to call them, I have to do something. But if you scroll down to the bottom, it says distributors, business opportunities. Always scroll down to the bottom. And it doesn't directly say drop shipping here, so maybe if you're not, an untrained eye might shy away at this point in time because it doesn't say anything about dropshipping, but it does say, unfortunately, supply is not always kept up with the speed of information logistics. Benchmark USA's business model provides instant gratification to the distribution system. Mi casa es su casa in Spanish. I got it right now because I'm in Costa Rica. Is a popular term in Mexico. My house is your house. And at Benchmark USA, we take it to new levels. Our pledge to our distribution system is that our warehouse is your warehouse, always stocked and ready to ship. Simply send us the shipping information instantaneously via fax, phone, or email. Nobody faxes anymore. When people ask me for faxes, I laugh at them nowadays. And the product is shipped immediately from our centrally located North American distribution center. From order to shipment to delivery at the speed of light. Literally, I didn't think anything could break the speed of light, but Benchmark USA can. The benefits of our exclusive dealer network are substantial. No lost sales due to stock outages, no inventory carrying costs, positive cash flow, maximize margin, satisfied customers. That's dropshipping. It's dropshipping without them saying dropshipping. Sign up, contact them. Here you go. Become a dealer. There's company name, blah, 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 tax ID. You need to have everything legit. Or pick up the phone, call them. It'll probably be faster. I got an agreement with them because they got accepted, or they got bought by Winco. I already had an agreement with Winco. So I am grandfathered in to the agreement with Benchmark USA, and I can drop ship their items. What does one last win look like? And like I said, be sure to stay to the end because I am showing actual results here. Another win would be something called Weston. You'll notice that there's a lot of meat grinders, and I've sold a lot of these specific items myself. I don't know why, meat grinders are that popular, but hunters, anything like that, I never thought they'd be that popular. Or pasta makers, very popular. Go to Weston's website, looks like they're just trying to sell you items. One thing that does kind of, not sit very well with me is Weston is upgrading our distribution centers to better serve you. We're not taking orders until the second week of July. That's kind of an issue unless you have a way to quickly turn off all Weston items or put them all out of stock. If you don't, I'm assuming, hopefully they would send out an email about something like that. But if not, then it's kind of a pain, not as reliable as others. And like I said, this is finding a needle in a haystack, but you're gonna find legit wholesale suppliers that you're not going to find possibly on, if you're going to sign up for CWR, like I always talk about. They got some suppliers there, but there's probably some marine suppliers that they don't have agreements with, and then, you're gonna find other ones. So if you scroll all the way down, like I always say to, look, what are we clicking on? Sell our products. Sell our products could be, buying them in bulk. It does say become a reseller, interested in becoming a reseller of Weston brand products. That's not saying anything specifically about dropshipping, kind of like what Benchmark said. But if you scroll down, it does say e-commerce, and it does say yes or no, and it does give you the ability to put a website URL in there. So, it does say number of stores, company size. I filled out supplier forms without any of this information, or when they ask for your warehouse size or anything like that. It's up in the air of whether they want to. But one thing that I would do, and I've gotten really good at this, is you call them. When you call them, you say, hey, I came across your store. I run a restaurant supply store or something like that online, and your items interest me, yada, yada, yada. Always start saying that you want to sell from your website. Most will allow you to sell from an e-com, Shopify website, something like that, your own website. And then if everything's going well, be like, hey, I just want to make sure, I sell on my website, but I also sell on, eBay, Amazon, whatever, Walmart, Facebook, whatever you want to say. Just say something along the lines of, I always want to make sure, if I'm allowed to, I would list your items there as well. But if not, no worries. I'll just keep them on my website or something like that. So you're and then say, what is your policy on that? Because that's where you're going to, one, get in the door, two, then kind of scheme your way. If you start off right off the bat saying, hi, my name's Tom and I want to drop ship your items on Amazon, they're going to hang up on you. But if you get your way in the door, then it's either a no or a yes. If it's a no, then maybe you could still sell your items on your Shopify store if you have one and keep doing it that way. Or just, not finish the application process once you get off the phone with them because you only actually wanted to sell on Amazon or whatever. And then you can also say, like, I'm looking to buy in bulk. I usually do buy in bulk. I have a warehouse, just have an area where your warehouse is. I actually have a friend that has one in New Jersey, so I say that. And then at that point in time, say, in order to find out if the item's more expensive or in order to find out if the item's worth me selling, sometimes I do prefer to, either drop ship the item or drop ship a portion of the items that if I want to buy some in bulk and maybe keep some, the more expensive ones as drop ship items. Do you guys provide any form of item fulfillment service, or do you have any wholesale suppliers that do have your items that would do something like that? It's obviously what I just said is not a 100% what you're going to say every time. You got to feel out the conversation, some social dynamics there, and kind of what the flow and vibe of the convo is. So hopefully this video was helpful. This is definitely a different technique that I've never really talked about before. It's helped me find some good suppliers, helped me find some suppliers that I've used for FBA, for drop shipping, other things like that. And it's really gonna be something that I'm going to be focusing more on down the road and in the future, where I'm really going to be focusing on building out a brand or specific brands, even though I am still gonna be dropshipping on eBay, Amazon, Walmart, things like that. Keep it a brand across the board based off specific niches or based off maybe just a general store or something that could later on be sold down the road, because that's what the end all goal is, to have an exit plan of some sort. So hopefully I didn't ramble too fast or for too long. By all means, have at this list of a bajillion items. If you apply, because I know a lot of people won't look probably and just apply to the suppliers that I mentioned. If you apply, let me know what you hear. I've been accepted by Benchmark, but I've yet to hear back from Weston. But I did apply like during the middle of the pandemic a while ago, kind of forgot about them. And I don't think they were accepting anybody at that point in time. But yeah, you're gonna realize some brands are small, they have a bunch of different, it's a bigger company that owns a bunch of different little brands, or you're gonna realize that maybe the company is really big and you have to talk to some form of a sales representative. There's only a few different possible situations that could happen. That's pretty much that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you have not already, Hit the little bell notification to be notified anytime I drop a video like this. If you have any questions, ask them down below. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.